It's not Instagram.
Can you tell me what happened, or?
Okay, so I am a security guard for Arizona Protection Agency.
Okay.
And it was the morning of
There,
Sunday,
it's open
2
now.
a.m. because my shift was from 10 p.m. Saturday to 5 a.m. Sunday.
Okay.
Now, the first interaction I had with these individuals was around, I would say around 11 p.m. I just got on shift. I was walking around and I saw a bunch of guys going into the building. And I stopped them because protocol is you're not allowed to park in certain areas. That's unloading, loading. So I asked them if they can move their vehicle. I asked who was the resident here, and that's when this individual identified himself as the resident of this building. So I told him, you need to have your guests move his vehicle because it's not allowed in this area.
I can't remember the name of. I wrote it down on the living room.
So that was just the first interaction.
Yeah.
So
Did he tell you what
and drove down and down here today.
condo or whatever they were in?
Yeah, they were in building G.
Okay.
But she would be willing to go back, open up the account.
I can get the details of the apartment.
Okay. Okay.
So they stay on the second floor.
Well, it happened at her mom's.
And the guy who says that's his, can you describe him to me?
I'll give you all the information.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All
just laying out the story for you.
Right.
It's more than that.
Okay.
So anyways, they go upstairs, and later on, I see all of the guys leave that came out that vehicle, and the resident and 2 guys go into an Uber.
Okay.
That's fine. So I'm accustomed to drunk people coming back around 1, 3, so I ignore it until I see signs that it's more of an issue, and that's when I address it. But usually around 2 a.m., I'm expecting the rowdiness and stuff like that. I just ignore it. At 2 a.m., I was done with my walkthrough around 1. I was in my car writing notes for what I needed to do, and I just sit there. Now I heard some laughing and joking around my vehicle, but I ignored it. So when I heard my door try to open, now I always lock my door when I'm in my car, and I lock my door when I'm going to do a walkthrough.
Right.
So no one can sneak in my car and wait for me in my vehicle. So my door was locked, but I heard my door try to open.
Are they thorough about that, or do they just think this is a dime a dozen and put it to the side?
Passenger side of my door. So I jump out of my car, and I turned and I looked and I said, "Can I help you? What are you doing trying to get into my car?" Okay. So I didn't recognize them at first. I just saw red. And they were laughing. One was swinging on the branch because I was parked underneath the tree in the roundabout. And they came around. They're like, "Oh, we thought it would be funny to see how you would react if we got in your car in the back seat."
Okay.
So
okay.
I told them
I'm gonna head to
this
Phoenix
verbatim.
tomorrow morning.
I said,
and
I
I'll
am
call
a
them first.
female. I'm a military veteran. Is come into my personal space at 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, that is not what you do. Why would you think that's funny? They're like, well, we just thought it would be funny because, we were dropped, the Uber dropped us off on Scottsdale, and we were walking over here, and we saw the car, so we thought it would be funny to see how you would react if all 3 of us got in your car. I was pissed. Now, the reason why it took me so long to process all of this, I needed to identify, am I overreacting like I was deployed again?
Back again.
Or would a normal civilian be, would not be okay with this? Like, I have to figure out, where am I?
Right.
Because I'm still working on me.
Right.
Now,
yes.
I didn't know. I just knew that at that point, I needed them to get away from me.
Right.
Okay, did they attach a list?
I tried to talk calmly because
oh, you can't.
there was 3 of them in me, so I didn't want to show the fact that I was upset. I tried to stay calm and cool because I just wanted them to get
With
away
the
from me. I didn't
sheriff's
want them to
service?
continue talking to me. I wanted them to get away from me.
But since it was issued by
Um,
Scottsdale Court, I don't think
The
No.
resident, the taller one, he was
It's
6
been a
foot.
long time since I've worked in
He,
the industry, so.
him and the guy, he was like, oh shit, so what are you trying to tell me? You would've shot us? Are you strapped? Do you have a weapon on you? Come on, you can tell us. Now, they're still thinking this
City
is
court,
funny.
that's
Right.
why I'm not in.
And I'm telling them,
Okay.
get away from me. Like,
Get these things.
right now, you need to go into your apartment because you guys are drunk.
All right,
You're like,
I'll
yeah,
just
we're
call a
really
private
fucked up.
processor.
And I'm sorry for the language.
No, that's fine.
But they're like, yeah, we're really fucked up. So,
Whatever
are you
it is, I'll
strapped
do
in?
it to keep him away
Like,
from me.
oh shit,
Thank
you were
you.
in
Can I go
Iraq?
out this door?
I said, yes, I
Thank
was in
you.
Iraq. And you do not approach anyone, it doesn't matter if I was in Iraq or not, you do not approach a female
Right.
2 a.m. in the morning thinking it's funny to see how she would react to get in her car.
Right.
There's 3 of you, there's 1 of me, anything, you could have done anything to me and I was at a disadvantage because of that. There's nothing about trying to get into my car at 2 o'clock in the morning funny,
Right.
nothing. So I guess I wasn't saying anything to interest the resident anymore in one of the guys, so he walked off. One of them stayed. He had long, like wavy hair. He had a black hat. White guy, all of them were white guys.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, okay, so look, we're sorry. Just do me a favor and don't tell management.
Okay.
And I said, you know what? I really just want you to get away from me. I understand that you guys are drunk. And he's like, yeah, we're really fucked up. And whilst he's saying we're really fucked up, the resident at this point in time pulls his pants down.
Okay.
And he's walking to, and when he gets to the door, the one that was with him goes inside, because he walked inside first. He bends over with his pants down at the entrance. And then the guy that's talking to me, trying to persuade me to not tell management, he turns around, he's like, see that shit he's doing? He's been doing that up and down Scottsdale Road. I keep telling him that he can get arrested by the cops, but he's like, he doesn't give a shit. And he's laughing because he thinks I would laugh at the fact that his pants are down. And I really just want you to stop talking to me too. So I said, you need to get your friend in his apartment and have him pull his pants up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure none of the residents here want to see him with his pants down. So they go inside, but I stay by my car just to give myself distance from them.
Mm-hmm.
So after that happens, I sit in my car, I lock my car, and I'm trying to process, are you overreacting or did this just happen? And would a normal person have an issue with this? Are you overreacting or would a normal person not be okay right now, right?
Right.
So I give it some time, now it's around 2:30, and it's time for me to do my next walkthrough because we have to do it 4 times an hour. So I see him, I see the same guy that was trying to persuade me not to tell management. He comes back downstairs and there's a female that met him, and now they're walking down the canal. They take a left and they're walking along the canal. I have to walk to that area anyways because I have to take pictures of the canal between 2 and 3.
Okay.
So I walked past him and I stopped and I said, I just want to let you know that there's cameras and there will be a camera that will show your friend pulling his pants down and walking into the elevator with his pants down. So if you get something from management or the HOA, not the HOA management, do not be surprised because she sees everything. Because I stay in touch with the manager. If there's something that's going on 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm calling her. If there's something that's going on that I need to know, should I pursue this or should it, like we communicate with each other. So I just let him know, she's one of those managers, she's gonna see what your friend did. So he's like, well, what's the probability of her looking at the cameras? There's so many cameras, like what's the chances of her seeing that? And I said, hi. So I'm just giving you a heads up, that's going to happen. That's when I went back to the camera, and you can read some of this, but I went back, and it was around 2:38 a.m.
Okay.
And I sent something, this is the manager, I said, I'm not putting the pictures in the report because it was already past the time, but please take a look at the camera systems near here. So for this gentleman, he walked into this elevator, and there's a camera in here.
Right.
I don't know if it was angled in here, but when you walk into here, there's a camera in that top corner, and they caught him walking in with his pants down, going into the elevator, still with his pants down.
Okay.
So I sent her this, and I said one of the residents and two of their friends really drunk around 2:20 a.m. pull his pants down, same individuals question cameras hourly. So I called her Sunday, and I spoke to her on the phone as far as what happened, and then she sent me this message. She sent me this message. So I told her when I woke up to get ready for my shift, I said, that means a lot, thank you. She said, I'm coming in soon. And when she came, she showed me the cameras because I explained to her what happened. She told me she explained everything to the board. And she also reached out to the father. Now the father told her, my son said he didn't do any of that. She's like, really? Stand by. Let me send you a video clip of what your son said he didn't do. They were drunk out their freaking minds, but I asked them to leave me the hell alone. And they still thought it was funny to, let me know. We just wanted to get in your car and see how you react and pulling the pants down. What pissed me off is own up to what you did, and it would be easier for you. But do not call me a liar. Because my job is to make sure I monitor everything here. I know I'm back in the States, but I still process things like a war zone just to make sure I get home. So there's certain areas that I walk, I have my blade out because I cannot carry a weapon, and I'm accustomed to carrying a weapon. And in case someone, I already have that mindset. In case someone's going to attack me or possibly rape me down one of these alleyways, I have enough not to hurt them and kill them, but to hurt them to run away. So I already have that mindset every time I go on shift. So the fact that you're trying to deny it, and your pompous dad is acting like, you're practically Jesus and you would never do such a thing. He had no response after they sent him footage. He didn't have nothing to say. Whilst I was there, I spoke to one of the board members. He was walking his dog, and he told me, if you decide to press charges, we will support you, because this resident has been an issue for us anyways. So I told him, I'm accustomed to military protocol, so I don't know how this goes for a civilian. That's why I didn't even know to come here. I'm used to, if I have a problem, I go to my XO goes through the chain of command. So all of this is new for me. She explained to me that if I need anything, let them know. Today, and the administrative personnel to have her as a witness to what I was telling the owner. So he is aware that I'm here.
Okay.
And they told me, I didn't know there was such a thing as that's indecency if you do certain things in public.
It depends. So that would be one thing I asked is, when he pulled his pants down, was his underwear, was it the buttocks? What did you see when he pulled his pants down?
When he pulled his pants down, I know I saw his underwear.
Okay.
And I know he spread his
cheeks?
Yeah. And then he went inside.
Okay, so was his underwear on when he spread his cheeks, or were they out?
I think he had his boxers on. I didn't see his butt.
Okay. So,
I saw it, it's like seeing white on white.
Yeah.
So that's why I really wasn't trying to pay attention to that.
Right.
I was trying to get his friend who was in front of my face
Right. To go as well.
to just go.
Right.
Get your friend, fix your friend,
Right.
help your friend, put him in the apartment.
Right.
You guys don't need to do anything else out here.
So most of everything that you're telling me is a crime as far as disorderly conduct because it seriously disrupted your peace, your way of working. In order to be public sexual indecency is basically what it's under. There has to be either genitals that are seen or the anus itself.
I didn't see, he was too far away.
Okay.
And he was at an angle.
And it could have,
where-
and he could have had his underwear still on.
Right.
Maybe, maybe not.
But that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
cannot confirm
Yeah.
or deny if he had it on because he was at a distance where I saw him drop his pants.
Right.
I saw him bent over. But if you look at how dim,
Yeah, and if
The
the video
lights.
kind of shows it.
oh, the
I mean,
video shows it.
Okay, so it's still leaning more to disorderly conduct, which is a
Yeah.
misdemeanor crime, but not sexual and public sexual indecency, I think is what it is. Because there has to be elements, whether it's like specific. If I just drop my pants, I'm this way, and all you see is my buttocks, it's not a crime. You have to be able to see the front genitals,
And I don't even
male or
care-
female or breast or the actual anus to be.
I don't even care about what he did when he was away from me.
Uh-huh,
I don't care.
right,
I care that you tried to get in my car.
yes, as a
and
joke.
you thought it was a
Fun,
joke.
right. So that in itself, there's no real, without the intent behind it to say, I mean, and they're saying it was joking or whatever. I know the intent is wrong. They shouldn't have done that. But I think the only thing I could really charge them with is the disorderly conduct part of it. It's a misdemeanor crime. It's arrestable. I'd have to go talk to him, kind of thing too, just to, and the video and that kind of stuff. Oh, is there video outside that have them trying to get in the car or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So, and then
To make sure they have more eyes on the roundabout, because the roundabout is where they
Everything,
don't
yeah,
have cameras. They have cameras on the buildings.
okay,
And lucky for them, they had a camera in that nook in the corner inside the buildings because they monitor who's going into
Right.
the elevators.
right,
And who has access to the buildings.
right,
So where I'm parked, my job is to make sure I keep an eye on the canal and I keep an eye on the driveway coming in onto the property because I deal with a lot of weird
oh yeah,
people doing weird things.
Yeah.
So around that time, that's why I have my car in the nook so they don't see me immediately, but I can see them
them.
clearly.
right,
So I know, are you just a drunk resident coming back, or are you someone that has no business
Being
on
there.
this property being there, period?
right. So that's kind of what I'm at least hearing from everything. And again, it would be up to you whether you want to press charges.
I do.
Okay. So I would need their information. So would the information to me? Do you have a driver's license on you?
Yes. And I have the number for the HOA manager,
Okay,
and she has, because I would not need his information,
right,
but she would be able to provide you
Provide
with
that.
whatever information you need.
Okay.
Forgive the fact that I look like I'm 6.
that's okay.
She gave me his name, but she has all his point of
Okay.
contact.
Yeah, I think this case is all resolved, so we set it out for change, or reset the change of plans.
Is this a current address for you on here?
No, it is.
Your Honor, we have
I'll get that back to you. What's his name?
This is what she sent.
Where's it at?
Auston Matthews.
Oh, I see it.
And then if you click at the top, you can get all of her information for the HOA manager.
Is she normally there at the front
Yes.
office?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. It'll give you her
Info?
full name.
I think I.
And I'll let her know Officer Mendoza, if he needs anything, he'll contact you.
I'll probably go there tomorrow.
And wanna know what's crazy? The very following shift, I stopped a suicide attempt.
Oh,
This female was walking up and down the canal screaming, I can't take this anymore. And then I call 911, I'm on the phone with 911, and when the vehicle pulled right in, she jumped in the canal.
really?
Yeah. It doesn't get boring.
Doesn't sound like it. So I got it over there.
You'll see the HOA office and she's in there.
Yeah.
Square away?
Yes, sir.
How much does the fine cost us?
At least, once you add in the service fees, I think we're around like 12.
206, can I get a DR, please? And you can retitle this to disorderly conduct.
Just keep the lights off and I think I'm couch or something. Yeah.
Hey, I'll see you on the next one.
No, I think I may have given out all my cards. Hold on. You don't have a blank card in there, do you?
Yeah, I do.
I'm recording.
She has one.
Thank you. This is the report number, 1911448, and then my name and my badge number at the bottom.
Okay.
That's what it'll be filed under.
So what happens next for you?
Basically, what'll happen is once I get it all written up and get his information, I'll try to contact him and see what he tells me. And then from there, I satisfied, and then it kind of goes from there. I'll send you victims' rights in the mail, and I'll put on there that you want to accept your rights, and basically they just notify you all through the process, not just when it, like if the trial happens, they kind of tell you everything, or they should kind of notify you. Victim advocacy will usually say, hey, that's generally how it works out. It could be so there's still a little bit of a time gap in there, kind of
I
thing.
think what pissed me off the most is the fact that if you had said, you know what, I
Right,
I had no intention of doing any of this.
right,
But when I saw Laura and she said, yeah, I spoke to the dad and thank God they had footage. Because the father was acting like my son would never do something like that. And he said that he never did anything like that and everything that she's saying is not true.
right,
Now you're calling me a liar.
right,
And now I take offense to it.
right,
Now I'm pissed off. Now it's going to be my goal to show you that, no, your son did do this.
right,
And if he can start doing this now, and you're covering for him, then what's to say it's not going to get worse when he gets older?
right,
And that's what rubbed me the wrong way. Like, how dare you just lie? And maybe if you were drunk and you don't recall, I'm pretty sure you remember some of it.
right,
Because your friend stressed to me, don't tell management.
right,
Right there, you already know that you were in the wrong.
right.
Taking my time off of work for me to do this. I haven't even eaten lunch yet. I'm so upset.
It's okay. Is there anything else I can
No,
do for you?
that was it. I'm gonna
Okay.
go back to my life. I
Okay.
think it's gonna be pretty awkward for me because he still lives there.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
And I don't like that feeling.
right. That would be the only thing is there's not much more other than, I mean, if your job's there, there's nothing to go seek an injunction prohibiting harassment or anything like that because he hasn't continuously. Now, if he starts harassing you or something because of the work,
If he tries to approach me now, then what?
then you just tell him, hey, you just go the other way. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to do my job, and I don't wish to speak with. However, you want to deal with it.
I don't want to talk to him or any of his friends
Right.
because I'm not surprised if he has friends that'll try to speak on his behalf.
Right,
I
and
just,
that's the thing. You can even tell maybe management can send them something.
because they're
saying,
trying to talk to me, and management already told them she has no interest in talking to you. We do not want you to talk to
right.
her.
So in that event, if they continue, you could call us out there, and we will come out, depending on the calls, come out there and basically tell them, hey, look, if you continue with this, even though she's working here, it's borderline harassment. And that's where it becomes harassment. Once someone is told, hey, you can't be contacting this person anymore, they no longer want your services, they no longer want you to come around, no come knocking on their door, whatever the case is, if we told them, hey, she doesn't want to speak to you, you need to stop. She has a job to do here. For you to approach her from now on could be considered harassment because you've been told she doesn't want to talk to you. She has, some other, whether they know about the charges or not. Now it's them pushing it more, and then at that point, you can probably do harassment. It's still a misdemeanor crime, but again, it's something more to just add on to whatever.
I don't like any of it, and I just wish that. I'm not a drinker, but I see all the idiot things people do, and
Right.
I'd rather deal with it over there. But the minute you try to invade my space, what the fuck were you thinking?
Right.
Saying we want to see how you'd react if we got into the back of your car. Are you serious
Yeah,
right now?
could have been a gun in your face.
And then they thought
Yeah.
it was, oh, you're a veteran, so you pack it. And none of this shit is
Yeah,
funny.
right.
People are getting killed in Ubers. People are dying. You
Right.
don't just get in the back of my car. And my
Right.
husband's feeling out too. He's like, you're getting a gun. I'm like, oh, here we go. So that's a whole
Yeah.
other argument, like right there. Oh.
You can go out this way if you want. You don't have.
My daughter
Oh.
put her pink scissors in my bag.
Oh,
So I
okay.
kind of got to go retrieve
Oh,
that.
okay. All right.
Have a great
We'll
day.
see you.
Thank you.